Florida man standing in his sunroof while driving his Cadillac down I-40.
What's he gonna do? What's he gonna do when they come for you?
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Lorena Creole, and it is so wonderful seeing all of you out there in the chat, and those of you who are watching on the replay, #replay crew. Of course, this is a Welcome to Florida show where we have fun laughing, learning, cringing, feeling real good about our life choices when it comes to the second craziest state in the union, a state that my family has had a presence in even when it was a Spanish colony. So I always like to bring that up. I'm not one of those people where I just crap on Florida just because, I like to do it because, I got roots here. So we're gonna talk about something. Actually, yet another thing that I find out researching my family in Florida, and I come across some really interesting information that may help other people as well. Tonight, we're actually going to be talking about a name that I was not aware of at all, and apparently, this guy is the reason why the Florida citrus industry survived those freezes in like the late 1800s. Actually, my third great grandfather lost all of his orange groves in Waldo, Florida because of that freeze. So we're going to be talking about a Chinese immigrant named Lue Gim Gong. You probably never heard of this guy, but here's the reason why Florida citrus can survive a lot of those freezing temperatures. So we are going to learn a lot about him. We're also going to be having fun looking at Mean's crazy Florida man story. So if you have not voted in the poll, you have got, I want to say what? Yeah, you got 20 minutes. You got 20 minutes to vote for which Florida man story we are going to be reading. And of course, there's a Putnam County one, which means we on general principle, we have to read the Putnam County one. So let me bring in the rest of my folks on the panel. I see you guys gathering here between YouTube and X. Thank you so very much. We've got Dan walking here, and we have got Tom F. How you guys doing?
Great, doing great as always. Normal Sunday night.
I'm in Florida.
Supposed to be, yeah.
I'm not someplace else.
You're not somewhere else?
Come on,
Yeah, like
come on,
Alaska
Tom.
or someplace cold.
You want to move back to New Jersey. You just love your old home state.
Dad, man, I'm going to take you screaming under my right arm when I go back.
Sure,
New
good.
Jersey.
Okay.
What eggs?
And I'm going to put you in the egg farm place.
Okay, well, at least you don't have me stuffed with Wes Cagle in a pizza shop somewhere.
Well, listen. Wes is going to be feeding you eggs.
Oh, God, no, please, no. That's torture. I hate eggs. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
Well, something I definitely do not hate, and I love this every time I say it, Scott Westbrook gifting 10 Lorena Creole memberships. Dude, you are so generous every week. Let me hit you up.
Thumbs up.
I got to hit you with this, too.
Oh, man. That's great. I like that. But I'm telling you, Dad, man, Fallout Dave has your number.
I know he does.
He does. Well, Scott, thank you so much for gifting those memberships. If you got gifted a membership from Scott Westbrook, please do make sure that you tell him thank you. I haven't announced it yet. I haven't set it up yet, but channel members, we will be watching at least the first 2 episodes of season 2 of One Piece on Netflix. So we're actually going to be watching it. So if you're a channel member, guess what? You get to watch the first 2 episodes along with me. So it's going to be an absolute blast. Make sure you're keeping track of my
I got to get a Luffy hat.
Yeah, That's that.
Yeah, you got to
anime,
get
right?
Straw Hat.
That's that anime, right?
Yes, but it's a live action version.
Oh, it's a
And
live action version. Oh, okay.
unlike, let's say that abomination known as Cowboy Bebop,
Oh,
it's
You
well,
know,
still
hey,
Oda
you
at
know,
has
least,
been
as long as
I
involved
like I liked the
for
animation
the
series, not the
Cowboy.
movie.
hey, as
Well,
long as
hold
it's
on a
not a.
second.
Go ahead.
Okay, I just want to finish this thought before I let you. Anyway, unlike with the original, not the original, unlike what happened with Cowboy Bebop, at least with One Piece, the guy who wrote the whole thing, Ichiro Oda, is completely involved in it, which is the reason why season one looks so awesome, and which is why all the props for like season two looks insane. So we're gonna be
Hmm.
checking that out.
Hmm. Hey, at least it's not Ironheart or Ahsoka again. So
Uh,
yeah.
no,
Uh,
no,
it,
no.
it's you know, Darth Maul coming back as Ironheart with Ahsoka as a pal.
Oh boy.
No, thank you. I will. Nah. There's some
I
Sith
shouldn't have
who's
said
like,
that out loud. They might make that happen. My God.
don't give them any ideas because you know they watch the show.
Hey, at least Tom's giving them ideas. What else do they have?
Oh, thanks so much for that, Scott. I appreciate it, my dear. Appreciate it so much. Snortopoopas is here who said Pine Ellis for the win. We shall see. You know, Pine Ellis got to represent. Of course, we've got Tom in the chat as well and on the screen. Let's say, I hope the secret isn't a bloody glove. No, it's not a bloody glove. If the glove does not fit, you must quit.
I'm just thinking that.
You know,
I
I
love
remember
that.
that. Oh my God. I actually
Love
remember
that.
that whole thing.
Totally. Johnny Cochran, he was something else. Something else. Let's see. We've got Dylan in the chat says, hey, Lorena, sup chat? Don't mind me. I'm coming out of a food coma that I got from the William Penn Inn. LOL. I can't believe that place is still around. I mean, it's going to be around forever. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous spot to eat. It's been around for like, what, 200 years, something like that? That's pretty cool. Hey, Brian Acosta said, hello, everyone. Hello. I see the lovely Linda in the chat as well, saying hi to everyone. So good seeing you, my dear. Big hugs to you. And let's see who else we've got in the chat. Yes, we do. We're proud of our crazy. We keep it out in the open. Just like Suzanne Sugarbaker said, we do not hide our crazy people. We bring them out into the living room so everyone can enjoy them. That's what we do. Yep, Soul Assassin, please do smash the like and share the stream out. I sure do appreciate that so very much. Of course, we got Dadman on the panel and in the chat as well. And let's see. I think we got everybody. Black Lagoon will be a good live action anime if done right. I'm not aware of Black Lagoon. They have to be done right. And that's the thing. They have to be done right because one look at what they were doing with Cowboy Bebop, and we were just like, that's not gonna work. And sure enough, that thing didn't work. That thing did not work. Since 1714, it's gonna be here so for a while. Yep, they've been building on it. You know, there was the original part, and they were building on it and renovating it. Yeah, it's never gonna go anywhere. It's gonna be there forever. Hey, Avarice, good to see you. Good to see you. Saying aloha to all of us. Well, with no further ado, let's get right into the meme, shall we? Because you know, I hate daylight saving time. What communist idea was this?
You know what? Pick one, leave it there. We'll adjust to it, but F off changing it all the time.
It sucks. I think Arizona doesn't change.
Ours doesn't play this game, and we supposedly voted on it, and we have to wait for it to be ratified. Huh?
Wait, how long is that supposed to take?
I don't know. I think we'll both be talked about in distant memories. Like, hey, you remember this old streaming platform, YouTube, 100 years from now, and they'll still be doing this shit.
No. All I know is I feel like that picture tonight. So
yeah,
yeah, And I don't get much sleep as it is, so that hour takes me down from 4 to 3.
We all feel like this trash panda right here.
I like
Oh,
Martin say.
I wish I had his his eyes. They're filled in nicely.
He's just like, yep, whatever. I'm dead. I'm out. Yes, so there are new sunrise and sunset times. The sun sets rises a lot later in Florida. Well, unless you're in Panama City and Pensacola seems actually the earlier, but like
Dad,
Jacksonville, Orlando, it's just like, when the heck is the sun gonna come up? Like, what the heck's going on?
you know what? It kind of reminds me, Panama, and it's close enough to Alabama that really, or they're part of Florida.
They're Floribama. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Somebody called that French Florida. I laughed.
French Florida. Oh man.
That can be made in a couple different ways. My God.
That whole strip between, okay, so there's the Chattahoochee River, all right, and
Right.
then everything like west of the Chattahoochee River, that's so it's Central Time, but everything from the Chattahoochee River west to New Orleans, it took them I don't know how long to figure out who owned it, because apparently Napoleon couldn't really sell it with the Louisiana Purchase. And the U.S. government was trying to figure out, does France own it? Does Spain own it? Who the heck owns that strip of land? So yeah, let's call it French Florida, because the French were in it first. Then they gave it to the Spanish, backdoor deal, and then they brought it back to the French. The only reason that I know is because my another one, fourth great grandfather, he left. He made his money selling lumber down to like Mexico and back. So he bought land from some Spanish officer near Biloxi. I think, was it like Back Bay? It's like right there near Gulfport, that like area, like right around there. Apparently his father only left him $1 in the will because he hadn't come back in like years. So I'm like, he left him $1. If you think that's bad, he left the other son 50 cents.
Oh gosh.
Is that how the rapper got his name at one time? I'm just wondering.
I don't know. But man, don't talk about some petty ish wills or something else. I'm like, why is it they left him $1? Because if they contested the will, they could lose potentially more than that, supposedly. So, and then Andrew Jackson happened. Yeah, we're not going to talk about him. He's such a freaking bastard. Yeah, it's all about that dude. But anyway, long story short, yeah, Florida, the sun rises later, and then when it sets, it's just like it's light, it's a little darker, and then boom, total freaking darkness.
I want to know. I got to look up the difference between here and what, let's say, New Jersey's sunset time is, and California, and wonder who's getting the better deal out of all these states.
I don't know. All I know is that the one time I went north up to the Cincinnati area in August, and it's daylight at 10 o'clock at night. And even the news people were talking about it. I'm like, you guys live here. This 10 o'clock at night, kids are going to bed and everything else. It's broad daylight out there.
It's broad daylight. That's what happened when I lived in Seattle too for a while. I'm just like, it's 10 o'clock and it's still light outside. What the heck?
That's bizarre.
It is.
That's like Alaska when it's like light out for 24 hours. Oh,
yeah.
Hell no.
Because you're like closer to the Arctic Circle. Aliens have landed in Florida, and we must send an ambassador of Florida to meet them. Who will you choose?
Wicks.
Boy. Well, it depends on which. No, it depends on which aliens, though. Seriously, we need to be careful, because if it's the aliens from Independence Day, we want John Morgan, obviously. You know
Why?
We'd send a lawyer out there like the guys in the helicopter, and then, you got your expendable guys out there. If they are bad aliens, then they're expendable. We save Wicks for and Dennis Phillips for the good aliens.
You know, that's true.
Yeah.
But
I agree with that logic.
What type of aliens are they talking about?
Well, we don't know.
Because we do have aliens here.
Yeah,
but we don't know.
We don't know. We sent out the scout team. We sent out who's expendable first, you know?
Are we talking aliens from outer space? Are we talking icebacks from Canada? What are we talking about?
What are we talking, you know?
Yeah, I think they're talking about the space aliens. You know,
that's what I thought.
Well, yeah. At least they have something to trade us, like technology.
That's true.
Well, Wix is a little Walmart flip phone, so you know,
I don't know who any of these people are. Okay, well, Dennis Phillips, meteorologist.
Great
one.
Great one.
Meteorologist. He's like David Boreanaz's dad before he stopped working at Action News in Philly. Of course, that's his Italian name. Gloria Estefan, Miami Sound Machine singer. Yep. Awesome. Oh my God, it's Wicks. Hey, this dude, his comedy routines about Florida are hilarious. If you want a good laugh, watch one of his live streams. And when he gets questions from like Europeans about the state, and the Australians will chime in too. Like, yeah, we got something like that down here.
Did you see what he said? He tried to book places to come over here in Orlando, and they wouldn't let him do it.
No,
they wouldn't let him do a couple of centers. They were giving him a hard time. He was putting posts on it on X and Facebook. He's like, "Hey, I'm trying to get here," and they're like being dumb. They wouldn't let him book these places. It's like, oh my God, really?
Okay, that's.
They're like, we don't think you'd sell out. You're wrong. You're wrong.
People stupid. Or you know what? Orlando can be so freaking backwards sometimes. I bet you if he was okay, I'm not gonna say it. Yeah, I'll say it. If he was doing something for like a benefit for gay people, y'all would have booked it.
Probably.
Just saying. Hey Ron, good to see you. LOL Icebacks. Icebacks, is that really a term? I stole it from Andrew Wilkow. Okay, he's a conservative commentator on Patriot, and they were just like, somebody said, "Oh, well, you just against elite, Mexicans coming up into the U.S." He's like, I don't care if they're icebacks from Canada. They're not citizens. And it's stuck in my head ever since. Icebacks, the Washington Compost, and the Atlanta Journal Constipation. Yep. I think that's what Rush called it. Yeah. And Mark Levin calling, the slip and fall lawyer, which is what John Morgan is. See, if the aliens are prone to slip and fall, send John Morgan. Yeah. Just make sure he doesn't show his marijuana card, instead of his ID. The European mind can't understand Florida. Yeah, it's funny considering they contributed to it too. I find that.
Well, that's the old Europeans. The new ones are a lot different.
I noticed the Australians have no problem understanding Florida.
They're like, hey, everything here's trying to kill us. We're used to that.
We're used to this kind of happening. Yeah, remember when Britain sent us their convicts? Yeah, Britain used to send the U.S. their convicts too, till we won that certain war for independence, and then they started shipping them down the aisles. Hey, Teresa, good seeing you, my dear. Good seeing you. Let's see. Any small town in Central Florida starter pack. This must be Bithlow. Sorry, we're closed. Every building is bricks. A Pepsi machine. I don't remember seeing one of those. Old unused train tracks. Yes. All over the place. I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
And random pile of gravel just sitting there. Nothing.
Well, that's the aliens getting burnt up.
Oh, they blew up the building with bricks. Yeah, made up bricks.
Yeah.
The Pepsi machine, that would be a novelty.
I don't ever remember seeing the Pepsi machine. Like
I do. I remember seeing Pepsi and Coke machines together, but I haven't seen a Pepsi one in a long time.
Yeah, usually not solo, by itself. Maybe it's
like
behind the abandoned brick building.
You walk up to it and it says 25 cents a can. You know it's been there a while.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, instead of like being $2.
Yep.
You know, so you're basically saying. So you're saying it's basically Britain's Frankenstein's monster. Britain. You got Spain in there too. But if you want to be specific, Britain and Scotland, honestly, both of them together. Really, Scotland. Like I said, the Scots are the reason why we have fried chicken, because they fry everything, and we plus that up down here in the South. So, yes.
Scots are also the reason why I have Linda.
Mm-hmm. And why Jacksonville, or is it St. Johns County, has the Highland Games? I mean,
you know, I've been meaning to go to that since we've been down here, and we always have something come up. And friends of ours go, and yeah.
Highland
and yeah, I'd wear a kilt.
Awesome.
I'd do it. I'd wear a kilt just for the hell of it.
I went to it once
absolutely.
when I was at the University of North Florida, but then they moved it, to the fairgrounds or to St. Augustine, somewhere down there. So,
I don't even know where they moved it to, Dad, man.
I think that might be the fair. I think it may be the Clay County Fairgrounds, actually. I think.
Clay County?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
But I know one year it was at UNF. So.
But I know that's been going on for quite some time. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, passionate. My grandmother-in-law, Mrs. Grandmother, man, she had her little wheelchair, the little electric cart ready to go. That it was like she wasn't going to miss that for the world.
I have no idea how big I thought Italy was, but this wasn't it. Is Italy the Florida of Europe? I'm just asking. Because compared to the rest
how
of
wide
Europe,
is it?
Not very wide.
It's not very wide either. So apparently to go from that's not Jacksonville. What is that? Valdosta, Georgia.
Yeah.
I'm guessing down to off of Key Largo.
Mm-hmm.
We do have a Naples, Florida.
Yes, we do.
We do.
We do. Southwest Florida, Naples. We do have that. And a crap ton of Italian restaurants in Naples too.
Oh yeah.
That I found hilarious, actually.
Really, all the Italian restaurants in Naples.
Yeah, I got a kick out of it.
It's absolutely freaking uncanny, the amount of usually in Florida you got a strip mall and there's a nail salon, one pizza place, and a whole bunch of Chinese restaurants.
Yep.
In Naples, I swear, everybody's Italian grandparents retired to Naples, and they're all competing with the restaurants.
And that's a good thing.
It is.
Especially if you like that type of food.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Venice. Yes.
Yeah, they have Venice.
Yes, with canals.
We also have the sixth borough of New York. It's called just above Fort Lauderdale.
Ah, shoot.
Boynton.
Boynton Beach.
Oh man.
Yeah. True. Depends on the.
They have a lot of Italian restaurants there too, believe it or not.
Well, Boynton also had the diner for the old people. I remember the Palm Diner. My friend and I got out of the car, and these people with these walkers. I mean, they were running.
What's Florida's?
Vatican City.
I would.
Oh no.
No.
It can't be.
Maybe.
What would it be though?
That's a good.
Because no, wait, that's the People's Republic of Alachua County. So
let's make it Orlando because all the theme parks.
Well, what about Christmas, Florida? Because kind of
That's
holy.
close enough to me. I'll take Christmas. It's a little bit
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, but
Christmas is kind of rural, though. Orlando, I'll probably say that because one, it's Orange County. Two, Orange County is liberal as I don't know what. Three, once you get outside of the Orlando city limits, there's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing.
I
Suddenly hear the Sopranos.
So that you got to go to New Jersey for, okay?
We have a lot of retired gangsters in Florida, okay? I'm just saying. What's Florida's Rome? That would be Miami, wouldn't it? I wouldn't say the villages. I wouldn't say it. I would probably say Miami for the sheer vulgar displays of wealth.
Okay. Well, Rome's the capital, so if he defaulted to the capital, it'd be Tallahassee. But there's nothing more attractive in Tallahassee, though, architecture-wise. So
I know one thing: a lot of Italians fit in perfectly well in Florida. I will say that. I will definitely.
You're talking to one, right?
Well, yeah.
Descended from one, right?
Yeah, I'm half Italian and half German.
And we don't even have Sam around tonight. We really had the Italian representation.
Not for real. The only issue that I had when I was in Europe, I was in London and went to an Italian restaurant. My only problem was the shrimp and the shrimp scampi. You needed like a freaking microscope to see it, and I lost it. And apparently the owners of the restaurant thought it was so freaking funny because I wasn't a repressed Brit and I was just going off. How dare you serve it? It was something else, but yeah, I'm just like, no, that's just weird. That's weird. Let me go back. We'll save the one for how Florida are you, but yeah, getting in your car in Florida when you didn't park under a tree. Yeah, that's
not hot enough.
Again,
that's not hot enough.
No,
the front needs to be melted. Sorry, Lorena. Let's make you choke.
But
it's hot when you get in your car, you forgot to put up either sunshades and you don't have tinted windows, and you can see the people that come from out of state, and you're in your nice tinted car, you have the AC going on before you get to it, you turn on your remote start, and you look over and you watch these people come out of their shopping things, and you see them get in the car, they roll down the windows, they're hot, and then they put their hands on their steering wheel, and the look on their face is absolutely friggin' priceless. It's mean, but sorry.
It's so...
It's what do you think is going to happen, fool?
It so is. I'm so happy I have a remote starter, not only for the heat, but also for the air conditioning.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I can do that instead of having, the towels on my, my grandparents used to have the towels and the leather seats in the Cadillac. I'm like, why is that there? Yeah, I found out the hard way.
I like when you see these people walking their shorts, and they're so pale. They're from outside of the state someplace. Okay, mm-hmm. They're like paler than pale. Or you see the ones with sunburnt, and you can tell they just were at the beach all day, and then they sit on that hot car in the shorts. That dance is absolutely hilarious to watch them get back out of that car as fast as they got in it. Or the people with the convertibles who don't even think about it. Yeah. When they rent their convertibles, that's even funnier.
Hilarious.
That's what I did at lunchtime at the beaches. I'd go there, I'd sit there by the river or by the beaches, and I watch them. They'd be out there, doing their thing, and I'm watching them all leave and get in the car with shorts on, convertible tops down, and they all sit down. It's like synchronized jump out. It's hilarious.
I'll have to use that one, synchronized jump out.
It's just like, well, what do you think's going to happen?
Oh, yeah, something else. All right, let's see. So it looks like golf cart. What did I call it?
Drunk wife made me golf cart DUI.
Oh, yeah. I surely
Yay.
couldn't spell. Okay, so here we go. First of all, 78 of you folks are watching between YouTube and X. So thank you so very, very much for being here. Sure to appreciate that. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, do all those things. So here we go. Courtesy of Reddit, because Florida man group on Reddit. Golf cart driver arrested for DUI after wife falls out on the way home from club.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, man.
I want to say it's the Villages. I don't know. I just wanted to be surprised. So let's see.
They're everywhere. They're like roaches.
I think maybe around let's say Longwood. I'll go with something different.
Longwood? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Miami.
Miami. Okay, well, guess what? We got Sarasota, Florida. Dang it. Is that Pine Ellis?
It might be Sarasota. Let me see. I think it's Sarasota County. I think Sarasota, but I don't know. But why did we not think Pinellas or Clearwater? You know, that should have been an obvious target.
I don't know.
Because we're so used to it, we don't even. It's not even news.
No, I want to say one time, was it last year? I think, or maybe 2 years ago, where we actually did a show called "Is It True? Is it a true Florida man story or isn't it?" Yes. And 95% of the time, it was a true Florida man story, which is like, we can't really say that it isn't. Okay, so it says Sarasota County. Yeah. Okay, Sarasota County. So Sarasota, a Northport man faces DUI charges after his wife was seriously injured when she fell out of his golf cart, police said. Now, I have to play this when it comes to the golf cart.
Oh, if you got a golf cart, don't leave your bag in there. Don't leave groceries in there. Don't leave your sunglasses hanging inside. Don't leave the key in the golf cart. Don't leave the key in the golf cart. Don't leave your purse in the bag in the back. And don't leave the key in the golf cart.
Don't leave your drugs in a golf cart either.
No.
I love the way he really reinforced, don't leave your key in the golf cart.
Because that's how it all starts. The keys in the golf cart. Although this is probably his keys. But anyway, according to a probable cause affidavit, that should be Northport Police. I don't know where Northport is. Responded to a call about 9:30 p.m. March 1st after a 911 call reported a woman had fallen from a golf cart on Creek 9 Drive. When the officer arrived, they found James Pronte behind the wheel of his golf cart. Pronte told officers he and his wife had been, quote, partying at the club, end quote, since noon. Which club? The golf club? The country club? It couldn't have been a dance club till noon.
You never know. Could have been a pole dance club. We don't know.
That's true. That's true. And they might have just left early. I don't know. I don't know how drunk she was, but we're going to find out. He says he and his wife were on their way home when she fell out of the golf cart and hit her head on the pavement. Oh, my goodness. Oh, God. Woman was unconscious and unresponsive, the affidavit said. She was taken to Sarasota Memorial Hospital as a trauma patient. Northport police said March 1st, the woman remains hospitalized but is stable. Officers said they saw empty alcohol containers in the golf cart. Don't leave your empties in the golf cart either. Okay, just don't keep the evidence in the golf. I'm not condoning illegal activity. I'm just saying possession is 9/10 of the law. Okay, no, for the same reason drug dealers toss the drugs out of the car when they're getting chased by the cops. I saw it on Miami Vice, okay?
Oh, come on. You got me worried there. I was like, oh, she's got a story for us.
Well, at least not this week. A couple weeks ago, we did have a story about the guy who he did get chased by cops and he was throwing the drugs out the car.
Yeah.
You know. Like, get out the car. Throw it out the car. Pronte failed roadside sobriety test with breast samples measuring 0.197 and 0.194. The affidavit said dude was arrested and charged with DUI and serious bodily injuries. That was insane. She hit her head on the pavement. He just sat at the wheel till the cops came. Yeah, something ain't right. Yep. Yeah. She may have been, or she may have just been so inebriated.
Don't some of these golf carts have seatbelts?
I think so, but I've never seen anybody use one.
I've never seen them. We have them drive around our neighborhood. They don't. I mean, very few, if they have them. And like you said, Lorena, they don't use them anyway. What gets me is I've seen kids younger than 16 out there turn loose driving the golf carts.
Oh, we get that over here. And then they look at you like you're stupid because they almost run into you. It's like, what are you doing?
I honk at the old people doing it and the adults. I'm like, they're like, hey, waving. I'm like, I want to give them the finger of friendship because it's like, keep it off the car. Anyway, like a cop told me and my friend playing football on the University of Florida campus one time before a game. He's like, take it out of the street. Well, anyway.
Tossing drugs out of the car count as distribution.
Only if you catch it with your mouth open.
Nice.
Yeah, because there's intent to distribute, but yeah, no one's there to catch. Not usually they throw it in the grass or the swamp.
Unless they're riding through like a bad part of town, then all the meth heads are open there with their mouth open. Like little ducklings, throwing it.
Hey, Charles, as we get this in Louisiana. Oh, golf cart DUIs. I can see that around the French Quarter in New Orleans. I can see that happening.
I just watched somebody when I went today to go get some stuff from Wawa. They were doing a DUI check right in the parking lot. Older lady, she was freaking, done.
Oh, yeah. So I forgot. Yeah, the Wawa down here, they sell alcohol. I had to think for a bit.
They were told she was totally. And I was talking to the lady who was making the shakes, and she goes, "Oh yeah, they got her on the way in." So that was yesterday. They did the same thing. They caught somebody in the same parking spot. I'm like, "Oh, you need to film this." I might just have to go pop a web camera there and just sit there and get us some live footage.
Man, that's
insane. Now I want to shake.
You want to
Sorry.
shake?
Yeah, I want to shake. Thanks, Tom.
I had a snickerdoodle one.
See, now you're just making me hungry. Which reminds me, that latte that I had, the lavender cold brew. Yes,
because Linda likes the lavender stuff, and I have to get her another bag of lavender coffee because this one went bad and she said it doesn't taste right. But I made her cold brew at home with that, and she loved it.
It was really good, even though I had oat milk instead of, because I can't have whole milk. It still tasted good. Plus, I got a bonus latte on the side because they made an extra
saw that.
one.
What was that? What flavor was that? The same?
I want to say like a caramel latte or something. It was quite tasty, even tastier because it was free. I'm not gonna knock a free latte. All right. Well, I hope this lady recovers. This seems like an episode of CSI, honestly. Did she fall out of the golf cart? Was she pushed out of the golf cart? Was she drunk and fell out of the golf? Yeah, fell out of the golf cart.
And they left their keys in the golf cart.
I shouldn't laugh, but yeah. Lavender vanilla yum.
That's what she does. Yes. I plan to go look at Target tomorrow and see if they have it.
You will absolutely like it. Well, folks, like I said, anytime Putnam County has a news story, we must talk about it. So,
oh boy,
Coming from WCJB, which I have never heard of, and I guess it's in Gainesville. Missing man found stuck in mud at sand plant in Putnam County after 2-week search.
Okay.
Was he stuck in there for 2 weeks? I don't know. We shall find out. Is this actual video?
Granger knows that if your school custodian, cleanliness.
Granger.
I don't want to
okay.
add who's Granger? Is that automotive stuff? Home improvement?
It's a little bit of everything.
Oh, okay. Back on it.
A man who was missing earlier this month. So take a look at this video now, just released. Officials say 36-year-old Andrew Giddens was found stuck in the mud at a sand plant east of Melrose. There's a picture of
Melrose.
Melrose.
And also his car
I
abandoned in
did
Melrose Tuesday after last speaking to his family on Valentine's Day. Leaders from a Vulcan Materials company where Giddens was found on their property.
I know where this is.
They are, quote, grateful for his safe rescue and thankful for the first responders who aided.
Granger
my question
offers professional grade.
Yeah.
How long was he actually stuck there?
Days?
And how did gators not get him?
I don't know.
Or snakes?
Melrose.
Melrose.
I'm still stuck on Melrose, folks. Dude, Melrose in the middle is in the most foreign, the most nowhere place in Florida. We joke about Placa, but Melrose is like, oh God.
There's places in this state where you go and you'll never be found.
But you really have to have a reason to go to Melrose. You really do.
Yeah, yeah. No one goes there on purpose.
Willingly.
Maybe he didn't get the right Valentine's Day present for his wife, and she put him there.
I don't know. It's a small town. There's nothing to do. People will find stuff to do. Night snort. Even when
night snort.
Does anyone work at that company? They do. I've heard of Vulcan before.
Yeah,
I think I've driven by here before. So Putnam County Sheriff's deputies say a 2-week search for a missing man has ended after he was found stuck in mud, but alert.
But alert.
Deputies,
but alert. More alerts.
Yeah. I don't even want to know what do you smell like. So deputies told TV20 that 36-year-old Andrew Giddens was located at the Vulcan sand plant. Giddens' vehicle was found abandoned on Monday by a deputy who knew Giddens from a prior Vulcan property trespassing incident. Okay, so he's a repeat offender. Okay, that explains it. At least most of it.
I wonder if he's trying to. I'm not going to say it. I just can't. I was wondering if he's maybe trying to do something. He was out there with somebody, people left, and he got left behind. Let's just say that.
It could be. It could be. And he was the one who got left behind and busted. Why go back to the scene of the crime?
And it's the other thing that your golf cart buddy says.
Mm-hmm. Don't leave your bag in there.
No, the other one.
Your purse in there. Don't leave your drugs in there.
Drugs. When he was drugs.
Drugs.
There you go.
Drugs.
Yeah, you don't want to leave that in there too. Oh my gosh. So apparently
that's what it sounds like to me.
We have to find out. Let's see here. So let's see. He had been missing since speaking with his father on Valentine's Day. Friends and family says he was depressed due to a recent breakup. Okay, so all right, I guess eating a pint of Ben and Jerry's, listening to sad music. No, you're gonna get stuck in the sand pit again.
Well,
maybe that's where he took his date last time. Maybe that's
that's so many questions.
Well, she wanted to get married. She wanted a big engagement rock. Well, he went to where he could get her a rock, just maybe not the rock she wanted.
I don't know.
I'm just thinking maybe he was trying to get some sand together and form it into a diamond. I don't know.
I don't
Catch some crabs the other way. I just don't know.
I don't Talia. Remember Melrose? I don't think you do because you would blink and freaking miss it. But now that I think about it, the sand plant, I think I remember all the infrastructure they had up there.
Is Melrose even on 17?
I want to say.
I'm looking.
Is it on 17?
I'm taking a look.
Maybe he thought it was Melrose Place and he was in California and he took the wrong turn.
By the way, it just snapped to me. If we want another Florida Italian equivalent, we have Seville.
Oh yeah, that's true.
On
We do
17,
have Seville.
yes. And if you got a barber shop, you can go to the Barber or Seville down there.
Oh, wait. I think Melrose is near Interlaken, right?
Okay, I'm thinking so. Over on the west.
Oh, it's off of Route 100. Wait, no, 21.
Yeah, 20.
It is in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, this is on the way to Gainesville. This is how I know where this is. You're on 100, then you turn off of 100, and then you take 21.
Yeah.
To go to Gainesville, although you could go the other way and take Route 20 from 100. That takes you straight through Interlaken and Hawthorne, that way.
Mm-hmm.
And this is interesting. Melrose is also southeast of Waldo. This is why I know where Melrose is.
Yep.
Just to show you here. Okay, so here's Gainesville in the People's Republic of Alachua County, right here. Okay, here is East Palatka. This is the rest stop on the way to University of Florida. Unless you have no idea where the heck Palatka is, and there's 100, there's 17, there's 100. So 1792, you can go to 100. Going to Melrose, or Route 20 going to Interlaken, but eventually they both all wind up in Gainesville. There's Waldo, it's like up there. Place that had so many speed trap incidents, they had to shut down the the police department. That's also where my carpetbagger third great grandfather settled out in Waldo. There's nothing in freaking Waldo. I swear to God, there's nothing there. There's nothing there whatsoever. Hey guys, Scar, how you doing? This is where's Waldo? Well, it's right there. Believe it or not. With probably one of the most, how would I say it? Have you ever been to a cemetery that is just so darn posh that rich people are buried there?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where my third great grandfather buried. Well, the second great grandfather and my second great grandmother. That whole, it's freaking old money. That's all I'm gonna say. It's old money with old ass palm trees that are so freaking old that it's so old Florida for
Melrose.
Real.
But did you know that Melrose is South Keystone Heights, but I guess there's a town a spot referred to as Banana, just south of Melrose?
Yes, I saw that.
Banana, Florida.
Banana.
Okay, folks, I'm gonna have to use that on a stream soon.
Hawthorne. Dang it, there it is. Yeah, Banana, right there, there. Banana, Florida.
Where are you from? Banana, Florida.
Banana, Florida.
Dad, man, being that you play as your avatar is a banana.
Yeah,
you should pull that. You got to do that on Fortnite.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah.
There's East Palatka. You could smell it before you.
Yeah.
That is true.
You have to go over Rice Creek, although it's not as stinky as it used to be, but still, Yeah. Yeah, it is kind of funny.
Oh, jeez. That's hilarious.
Well, folks, 90 of you folks in here watching, I sure do appreciate that. We're going to segue into our historical portion of the show. I love running into stuff like this. I saw this picture, and this is quite possibly one of the most Florida man things that you can do. And the fact that this guy is Chinese, yet again, China has entered the Florida man chat. All right. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this guy before. I had not. His name is Lue Gim Gong. That's his name. And he's actually a Chinese immigrant, believe it or not. And if it was not for this guy, Florida's citrus industry would have just died in the late 1800s. And one of those, I'm actually going to slip on this for a little bit, because how I found this out, when we're doing family research, I keep talking about my carpet bagging third great grandparents, a third great grandfather. So this is actually his obituary. And the interesting thing about this obituary is he died in Florida, but for some reason that I still have to figure out and discover, my second great grandfather had his father, his mother, and his brother exhumed in Florida, shipped by train up to Orleans, Massachusetts, buried in Orleans, Massachusetts, came back to Florida, and he never went back to Orleans, Massachusetts. So the remains of the late Captain Truman Doane, wife and son Truman, who died several years ago in Florida, were brought to East Orleans Tuesday. They say Orleans, that drives my ears crazy. For interment in the family lot. Yes, they have this big, huge ass plot in the Orleans Cemetery. It's freaking old money. So when I told the Historical Society, they have like these tours and everything, I said, he didn't die here. And she's like, what? Like, nah, he didn't die here. His wife didn't die here. And his son did not die here. They basically had their bones shipped back up here. And when I brought up the article, she was just like, okay, I need this for the Historical Society. I said, good, go ahead and keep that. So let's see here. His son and his daughter, Leander, that's my second great grandfather, and Victoria, that's my third great aunt, accompanied them. One son and two daughters are living at different towns in Massachusetts. And no, they did not talk. Apparently, my third great grandfather died in Florida. He died without a will. And from the court records that I saw, is one of the nastiest things I'd ever. Too much money, and death does crazy things to people. But to sum it up, my third great grandfather, my fourth great uncle, Lewis Nickerson. They say friend Reuben Nickerson, but the Nickersons and the Doanes all married, so they're all freaking related to each other. Went to Florida after the last war closed to buy land as the price was cheap, hoping to make money easy. But to their surprise, the cotton and tobacco were blighted every year. That was actually on purpose. And they gave that up and planted an orange grove, which did well for a little time until the freezes came in 1890. And they lost all the orange groves. So frozen oranges, that was like a big thing. Once the oranges were frozen, they couldn't do anything about it. That was in the late 1800s.
So is that where we got the Minute Maid frozen from concentrate? I'm being a wise guy.
You know what? I actually thought that at one time. I'm like, is that why they talk about it? No, but the other thing is, this guy here is responsible for the species of oranges that we have now that can actually survive freezes. And his story is very, 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 very cool. Although looking at here, this is the most Florida man thing I've seen in a while. So yeah, so to learn some more about who this guy is. So Lue Gim Gong, a Chinese American pioneer and the citrus wizard of Florida. And this is by Professor Wenxiang Zhang, Rollins College. So I got to talk about that. Rollins College. So this guy, he was a Chinese American immigrant from late 19th century, accomplished horticulturalist who contributed to the growth of the American citrus industry by developing a cold-resistant orange and other plants. I think the grapefruit is involved too, as well. So in 2000, Lue was recognized as a Great Floridian by the Florida Department of State for his significant contributions to the Sunshine State. Overcoming hardship, ignorance, and injustice, Lue lived a triumphant life that continues to inspire generations of people in our multicultural society in the 21st century. I find it interesting. I've never heard of this guy. Have you, Tom?
No.
I have not heard about this dude.
And I hadn't heard of him either. I'd not heard of him either. This when you had the headline up, I was like the thumbnail. I'm like, brand new news to me. Another case of Florida that we don't know about.
Yeah, and this is a huge deal because I don't think people understand just how big the citrus industry was in Florida, starting with like the mid to late 1800s. And I'm forgetting there's a couple other guys as well who were in, the citrus industry, but the freezes like killed all the trees, especially that far north. We're talking like Waldo, that area that's up north. Mm-hmm. Those orange trees are dead. They never recovered. You had like the boll weevil infestation that like devastated the cotton fields in I think the 1870s, 1880s. That happened. Tobacco, something tells me that kind of got sabotaged. That's what I'm thinking. It's kind of what happened. But the orange groves completely died out. But this person I'd never heard of before, and it may possibly be because with his story, apparently he came over with his uncle from Canton, which is like between where Hong Kong and Macau are, came to San Francisco, where a lot of Chinese immigrants were coming over to San Francisco. Of course, they were working on the railroads over there on that particular side. Well, some of them didn't stay there, and apparently he left along with some other young Chinese to work at a shoe factory in Massachusetts, North Adams, Massachusetts. Apparently, you had some Irish workers there at the time. They went on strike. These Chinese were brought in as strike breakers. I'd never heard of this before. But this is also answers the question, because I was wondering, people talk about, they have Chinatown, in San Francisco. I'm like, there's Chinatown in New York and Philadelphia too. I'm like, so what's the big deal? But we never hear about how that happened. So apparently for these guys who left San Francisco, came to the East Coast, this is where you start to get the proliferation of like different Chinatowns up and down the East Coast. But I had no idea about this. So yeah, brought to work in a shoe factory. Let's see, the original one is gone, but they're basically showing about the lives and experiences of these Chinese who traveled across the continent to a place where it is unlikely any previous Chinese had ever been. And that's absolutely 100% true. But at this point in time, another thing that you have to remember is, of course, the Civil War was over. You had a good amount of Irish who were not pleased that they were serving in the Union Army. look up the draft riots in New York about that. But also, you had other groups that were coming into the country, noticeably the Chinese. But Mr. Lue here, he was 12 years old. And he was so frail. He got sick. Daughter of a local farmer took him in, the whole family. He became a Christian and a U.S. citizen while under her care. But in 1886, he and Miss Fanny moved to DeLand, Florida. That's what I call DeLand, because there's nothing really in DeLand at all, because the Massachusetts winters were too harsh for him. Now, this is what a lot of people did at that point in time. People who were prone to certain breathing diseases, being sick. It was advertised heavily that they moved to Florida for the better weather. And that whole area, DeLand, Gainesville, Waldo, you had transplants from Massachusetts, including, my third grade grandparents and fourth grade uncle. That was actually a cottage industry. They wanted to bring in young men. They wanted to bring in families. They wanted to colonize that area of Florida like Cape Cod was colonized, which is what they wanted to do. So, dude moved down here to DeLand. He learned English at a Chinese Sunday school, joined the Baptist church.
That's what you did in Florida back then.
Yeah, that's what you did. So this is where North Adams, Massachusetts. That's where he went first, and then moved down here. So that's him to the left, and I think that's Fanny Burlingame right there. African American. I hate that darn term. They're black. So here they are in DeLand. And it's very obvious she had a good amount of money, because to have your own horse and carriage, that time period, you had money. Yeah, and that's also in the orange fields, the orange groves as well. But also here, within a year, severe freezes had destroyed most of the orange trees in Central Florida and devastated the state's agricultural economy. So that's around the same time that my third great grandfather lost his orange groves in Waldo as well, due to the freezes. I love all this. See, that's Lou. That's Mother Fanny. I love these old pictures.
Yeah, they are fascinating.
Yeah,
that's our history, and it's interesting. They were not. I don't think they didn't have the means of forecasting like we do now. We can get more prepared before they happen. They can start heaters, cover things, and all that. And back then, I mean, you had to try to protect the plants, and that's the advancement of technology. Because it will if it's your huge crop. And imagine you got no warning like we do now. So.
No, so they can't go out and spray water on the oranges or put heaters out in the orange grove. You didn't know until those freezes.
Yep.
Until those freezes happened. And another thing about Florida is, because the South, forget about Orlando, because Orlando was just orange groves, but most of Florida's exports to the rest of the country was basically fruit, vegetables. That was pretty much it from the South, because of the longer growing season that we had down here. So with citrus being one of the biggest, exports from Florida to the rest of the states, and the freezes wind up just killing stuff, really kind of stuck. But this guy was really smart, because what Mr. Lue did, because where he grew up in China, it's like he grew up on a farm. So his mother apparently taught him how to cross-pollinate plants and fruits especially, oranges, citrus fruits that were there, brought that knowledge here and used it. So the severe freezes of the 1890s greatly motivated him to work on developing a strain of orange that would resist frost. He crossed the Florida Heart's late orange with a variety from the Mediterranean region. And the result was a sweet, juicy fruit that could endure severe weather. And it was named the Lue Gim Gong Orange, which I've never heard of.
I've never heard of it either.
I have not heard of this. I don't even know if that variety even exists anymore or if it's been
assimilated into everything else.
Yeah.
I've never heard of it. So, yeah.
So all I know of is just the Florida orange. I don't know if the Indian River variety is derived from this one. It's kind of like, I want to say like the root plant. It's like it's been crossbred so many times that it's been lost in translation, maybe.
It could be. It could be lost in translation. We see Fuji apples, all these different things. We see different names, and they stay with us. So they've been around for time. This one, I've never seen anybody refer to an orange of this title. So I'm at a loss with that. So. It's really cool, though. You get an orange named after you.
Yeah, I've never heard of this. I just tried to start looking.
It's fun. See, that's what's great about the show too, Lorraine, and for everybody else is even we're learning stuff sometimes. Yeah,
because I never heard of it.
Yeah.
It might be the oh my gosh, might be the current Valencia orange that we have. Now we have so many strains of oranges that have just been pollinated or say crossbred over the years, from not freezing to hardiness to what it looks like. Because one of the differences between California oranges and Florida citrus in general, the peel is much thinner, which is why I don't like California oranges. It's like you got to peel through like a half an inch of whatever that stuff is between the peel and to get to the fruit. And like you get like a Florida pink grapefruit, like my favorite. You get an Indian River grapefruit, and the peel is so thin. It's just like it's easy to peel, easy to juice. All of that. Just really cool. So let's see. Noted in 1926 that this hardy, thrifty growing variety is very resistant to cold. It may be the hardiest of all sweet orange varieties now commonly cultivated in America. So I'm guessing if you see your garden variety, Florida navel orange, maybe the tangerines too.
I hadn't had a good tangerine in a while.
Yeah.
Much smaller than orange.
Yeah, there's like the Florida juice orange. Florida oranges do not look very pretty. That's putting it nicely. They don't look very, very pretty, but we're not getting it for prettiness. We're getting it for the orange juice.
They taste good, and that's what's important. That and the vitamins from it.
Yeah, that's all we care about. So when you're talking about like the Valencia oranges, Florida Valencia oranges, tangerines, tangelos, probably the grapefruit too. I keep bringing up grapefruit because do you know what country buys a lot of our grapefruit?
No.
This is going to blow your mind. Japan.
Oh, Japan. Yeah.
What?
Japan. Yeah. It is considered to be a very, very thoughtful gift to give someone Florida grapefruit in Japan as a gift. Because it doesn't grow there. The variety that we have does not grow there. I read that someplace and it blew my mind. Next to, because there's 3 countries that the state of Florida does the most trading with. Number 1 is the UK. Number 2 is Japan, and number 3 is South Korea. We ship a lot of citrus because there's, between Florida citrus and citrus like over in Asia, but the Florida one is just like, especially the yellow grapefruit. I don't know why I don't like the pink grapefruit, but especially the yellow grapefruit. But anyway, back to this. It's a noteworthy fruit because the length of time the fruit may be held onto the tree. And Lue saved the industry millions of dollars by his perfection of an orange tree on which fruit will remain until far beyond maturity. For this achievement, the American Pomological Society awarded Lue a Silver Wilder Medal in 1911, the first time such an award was made for citrus.
That changes your buddy who comes into your chat all the time and says, "Hello, citrus." Now we have to say we can
a lemon pie
reward. Yeah,
exactly. Lemon pie. Yep, absolutely.
Maybe he's trying to get a medal.
Maybe. So during the following years, Lue also developed an aromatic grapefruit. I keep talking about this. If you've never smelled a Florida pink grapefruit, I would highly suggest going to Aldi right now. So I bought 2 bags of those suckers. They smell so good. Like, when I think of grapefruit, I think of, because when I was a kid, I keep bringing this up before, I think I brought this up before. When I was a kid, when we would come down to Florida for Christmas, or if my grandparents would come up to Philadelphia for Christmas, they would always bring Florida citrus. Like oranges, grapefruits, all of that stuff that they would bring. And I would just be fascinated that they had all that you could go down there in like the dead of winter, besides going out to the tree on your, on your property, like, oh yeah, get an orange or a grapefruit. That's how I know they're not very pretty. They're the ones growing in the yard are kind of ugly looking, but they're just for your consumption. Nobody cares. As long as you can juice it and it's fine. But just how they, oh my gosh, like how they smelled is just, it's freaking fabulous. Something about it.
Yeah.
So for his contribution to the Florida citrus industry, Lue was called the Wizard of Citrus Growers and the Chinese Burbank of Florida. I don't know how that fits, but okay. But his success brought him fame, but not fortune. As his name spread, numerous visitors came to his grove, and he would give away free samples of his fruits and plants. Not a very talented businessman, he was often cheated by distributors who refused to pay for materials, and they ordered in royalties he was entitled to. So actually, in 1922, he had no money to pay his bills. Florida Grower published a story, and magazine readers, along with citizens of DeLand and North Adams, responded to raise sufficient funds to save his property. So how cool of a community is that?
Pretty daggum.
That's
cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome. So never married, he spent his last years alone in his beloved grove, accompanied only by his horses named Baby and Fanny and pet rooster March. My great uncle had a pet rooster, and that dang thing woke me up every morning.
Not quiet animals.
I want to throw something at it. Can we fry it? No, we can't.
We had some we wanted to fry that people had that were most foul-tempered things in the world.
Scott, I saw that story. I saw it. I don't know what to think. A world without it?
I was just like, when I seen that, I was like, wait, they got rid of what? Why?
That used to be the only like orange juice, when we did have orange juice like in the house, you get the frozen, because that was the thing, it was the frozen concentrated orange juice that was economical. You added water to it, and then you had to stir it up in the thing. But you'd still, in the picture, but you would still have, orange juice, frozen orange juice, like in Trading Places. Was that in Trading Places when they were waiting for the crop report?
Yep. That's Trading Places. Yeah. Did you ever eat off the concentrate, the frozen concentrate?
Yes.
And oh yeah, okay. It's like a popsicle,
It was like scraping. I used to get in trouble for that.
Exactly.
I will not confirm or deny what I did with those frozen orange juice because, yeah.
Well, they had lime too. Yeah?
Yes, lime. I thought they had lemonade too at some point. And now
they did.
They had lemonade and I think they had a pineapple one, like a pineapple lemonade or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Or pineapple orange. Sorry, pineapple orange.
Are they still in the store, or have they pulled them already?
I don't know. Are they starting to pull them? Honestly, I've never seen frozen concentrated OJ. I think ever since they were able to like put them in pasteurized packs.
Yeah.
For the orange juice that way. Because for the longest time, I just remember orange juice being in a, the frozen concentrated thing. Then eventually they started putting them in like the Terra packs, I keep calling it that, but so that they would, the juice wouldn't spoil. But yeah, that's the end of an era there. Dang. Yep. That's like saying they're going to stop making Pop-Tarts.
Don't give them an idea.
No. Well, some of those Pop-Tart flavors are nasty. They need to go back to the
basics. Save the money. Yeah, save some of your costs. Don't make those things that nobody asked for.
Mm-hmm. No one asked for cookies and cream Pop-Tarts. You got strawberry, cherry, brown sugar, frosted and not frosted.
Hey, brown sugar Pop-Tarts are great.
Oh, they are. That's why I said those.
Especially when you put all right, this is bad. You make a s'mores out of them.
Ooh, see, that'll work.
That'd be fine.
I think they're just phasing out production. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because I cannot remember the last time I saw frozen orange juice, because at that time it was cheaper to freeze it. But now, because processing has improved so much, now they have pasteurized containers to put OJ.
I want to go look again. I want to go look and see if they are compared to the price of stuff in the containers, because it still seemed like it used to be cheaper to the customer than to buy them in the cartons and the plastic that they have now. But well,
Publix still carries it.
Okay.
Up here. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to go look at my Publix. I'm curious.
Brown sugar Pop-Tart s'mores sounds like sugar heaven. Brown sugar Pop-Tart. Like I said, there's only 3 Pop-Tart flavors that I feel should exist. Okay, 4. Strawberry, cherry, blueberry, brown sugar, and then all in the frosted varieties.
Right.
That's a good snack, whether you put it in the toaster or you just eat it straight out of the bag. Freaking love Pop-Tarts. It's amazing. But yeah, Mr. Lue died in 1925. He's buried in DeLand. And this is like a picture of him, I want to say, in his early 20s. I want to say. So that's, I want to say this is probably when he was in Massachusetts. Because eventually he, of course, because he became Christian Baptist church, he started wearing Western dress. But yeah, that's Mr. Lue Gim Gong. Thanks to him, we got orange juice regularly, oranges that can withstand, those cold snaps that we have here. And honestly, if not for him, Florida's citrus industry would have gone in the toilet and been non-existent. So very glad to find out who this guy is. Of course, that's him in his older years. I love these old pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of this guy, but this is what I love about this show. This is what I love about going into Florida history and finding out what's there.
He almost looks like a Florida Colonel Sanders. We just got to get him a necktie or a hat or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard the story of the real Colonel Sanders?
We actually visited his first location up in Corbin, Kentucky. We've heard a lot about it, including when he sold the franchises on the promotional tour. He was griping up a storm at the company and everybody else because he had sold it cheap and all the quality turned to crap, So imagine what he would do these days.
You know what? Do yourself a favor. Go on YouTube, look up the Fat Electrician and the real Colonel Sanders.
Yep.
Okay.
But if you are up in Kentucky, go to his first location. It was really neat to see. They had pictures from his first store, his main store. They even have old stuff in it, like old cash registers, even cigarette machines, the pull the plug cigarette machines and some old style vending machines.
I remember those pull the thing cigarette machines.
Yeah.
They were like everywhere when I was growing up. It was insane.
Yeah. I know.
Oh my gosh. I just found this.
Oh, cool.
That was so darn cool. So that's his Lue Gim Gong citrus groves, oranges, grapefruits, tangerines, mandarins. Oh, satsumas. Satsumas are so good. Lemons, etc. Shipped from DeLand, Florida. This is really
DeLand,
cool.
Florida.
So the DeLand Historical Society. So props to you guys for preserving all of this stuff. So yeah, my theory is pretty much the Florida fruit that you know now that you get, more than likely you have this man to thank. Very cool.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Okay, folks, well, that is the show for the evening. Thank you guys so much for joining us. And let us know in the comments, have you ever heard of Mr. Lue? Sounds like no one's ever heard of him.
It'd be nice to see if somebody had, or the types of oranges that that became that type of orange, because I'd never had. I mean, and honestly, that would be the last person you would even think of having that made that kind of progress in Florida's orange industry. Because even the Florida Citrus Board, they don't say anything about him. You go up to the free at the border, you get free orange juice. They had the Marvel comics at one point and that, but you don't see a word about something like that.
Do they even want to go back that far in the history to bring it up? That's the question. Do they even know themselves?
I don't. That's a good question, but apparently the USDA knows who he is.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't mean the people running that local thing bothered to really check back past 50 years.
No, but to go, but to your point, Tom. Of course, the Florida citrus growers. We actually did a show about the Florida citrus growers. Nothing was in there about this guy. So I don't know if it's one of those things where they didn't want to go back, or were they just completely ignorant of it to begin with?
Maybe.
Who knows? But the internet is an amazing freaking thing.
Yep.
To find out, who he is. And yeah. So folks, if you have heard of them, let us know. But yeah, not far-fetched to say.
Nope.
Most of the Florida fruit, including the Florida pink grapefruit that I'm going to crush off in about 30 minutes. I've been like a citrus fruit, like nut. My favorite thing was just like the oranges and grapefruits and tangerines and satsumas from Florida, especially going to the farmers market in East Palatka.
I like tangerines a lot. I just haven't had one in a while.
They're really good. I haven't either. Maybe had mandarins. I haven't come across a good tangerine for a while yet.
I did not realize Satsuma was an orange because that says Putnam County right there.
Yes, the Satsuma. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know what a Satsuma was until I want to say 5 years ago. I think when I tried one, it just has this really fragrant. It's hard to describe. I want to say it's like a cross between an orange and a lemon.
Yeah.
In a way. With what it's like. So yep, folks. So that's the show. Thanks for hanging out with us. Let's see. Go around, shout out our channels, what we have going on. Dad, man, what do you have going on? Folks know about.
Well, probably the next couple weeks are going to be a little bit off and on because of March Madness. I really like watching basketball, so probably in the evenings I'm going to be doing more than streaming. But on Monday nights I have duos with Jess when we can work that out. Tuesday night I will be doing this Tuesday and the next Tuesday sports with JT. We'll be focusing on March Madness. Just went to the Atlantic Sun men's tournament this weekend. Not the greatest game, smaller competition, but got to witness one of the oddest, really great endings to a ball game today, which was wonderful. So we'll talk about that Tuesday night. Wednesday night, please join us. Please, everybody, if you can. Mrs. and I do a show, Detour to Dadman's, on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock. We're rolling that out as a new weekly thing. But this week is a very special week because March 11th, Wednesday night, is the Mrs.'s birthday. So this detour will be dedicated to her birthday as a birthday celebration. So if you come by, say hi. I think we're doing it on both channels, but especially her channel, and say hi, wish her happy birthday. That would be great for me. I would mean it. Appreciate it. Friday night, we're assembling the Fortnite Divas again with my wife, with Jess and Sam Wolf, the military wife who here. Who Lorena is so funny when she drives the reboot van. She refuses to drive the van anymore, but it's okay. And then on Saturday night at 9, I see people like Tom, some friends gather with me to just shoot the bull on Saturday nights too. So that's kind of what's coming up this week. And as always, thank you for letting me be here with you on Sunday nights. And it's always great to be with you.
Oh, absolutely. The pleasure having you on the show. Tom, what you got going on and where can people find you?
Well, on my channel, it's just a YouTube channel, TJ McNafee. I got 2 songs I released lately. I'm planning on more videos, but I've been helping out with Brood Banter, Erica's thing. I'm making an appearance there.
Okay.
Show up on yours. Popping on other places, but some crazy stuff's been happening, so I've been kind of scarce. And after this, I will be playing some video games, maybe with Pro. And Lauren says hi to you, Lorena.
Oh, okay. Tell Lauren I said hi. And hi back. It's been a while. Let's see. Ask for your girl. I always have to say what day is. It's Sunday. Anyway, on the 10th, I still have to set up the time, but on the 10th, of course, we're going to be watching the first 2 episodes of the One Piece live action season 2 that is specifically for channel members. So if you're a channel member, be on the lookout for that posting of the Cosme link where we just all get to sit and watch it. I have Netflix, so you don't have to have it. So you can watch along with me. I'm hoping to make it back out to the Flower and Garden Festival a little bit later on in the week because the pollen is flying and I need to get a whole lot of allergy medicine in my system.
I'm going to the store tomorrow and picking some up because I was just having a sneezing fit in the background. That's why I muted myself. So yeah, so much fun.
Now that you mention it, it rained up here today. I was walking out towards the streets and I just saw the Yellow River. Just the Yellow River.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell it until it rains, and then it's like everywhere.
All the pollen. I've got eye drops. I've got to take the allergy medication that makes me knock out. I got to sleep with Prince Benadryl for a couple of nights, and I'll actually be.
You know what, Lorena?
Okay.
I'm thinking about getting a bubble head for my head so I can walk around like a breather mask on, be like Vader or something.
You need to sound like Bane. That's what we need.
Yeah,
like
that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I got to get more allergy meds. I have like eye drops. I had to go buy new filters for the AC units, not the El Cheapo ones, the ones that trap everything.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah.
I had to get one of those. But I should be back out the Flower and Garden Festival pretty soon. We have to go around the World Showcase and hopefully catch the tea tour that they have over in the UK where they walk around, they show you like the different
That'd be cool.
and stuff like that.
We had a friend there today, actually.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we're a mutual friend. You know her. She hung out with you a couple times there.
You know what? I did. I got a message from her. Said she said she was there. I just remember that. Yeah, she said she was down there. I love the festival. It's so beautiful. My allergies do not. But that's okay. That's okay. I'll get it into me. Also, Thursday night, of course, is the Spice Lounge. You do not want to miss it. Crazy stuff going on pop culture. But yes, I am going to be reviewing the One Piece season 2 live action. So we'll be talking about that on Thursday. Please do check out the videos and the shorts that Aldo has been editing for me. He has been on fire putting those videos and shorts up on my channel. So please do make sure you watch those, like those, share those out, drop a comment, let Aldo know how you like his work. And Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, the watch party is back. We are going to be watching Who Framed Roger Rabbit. So you do not want to miss that watch party. Do that with Retro Nerd Girl. So much fun. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. And we will see you all next time. Bye.
Later.